What's going on, everybody? We are talking about Billie Lee. Is she living with Tom Sandoval? Because Ariana seems to think that she has moved in with them. And we're going to be diving into this Megan Thee Stallion versus Nicki Minaj beef. I like them both. I like me some WAP, some gobbling me, swallow me, drip down inside of me, quick jump out for you, let it get inside of me. And we about to get inside of all the drama. Get ready.
Oh, hi, it's me, Zack Peter, pop culture junkie, reality TV insider, published author, and host of the No Filter with Zack Peter podcast. Here I'll bring you all the latest news on the Real Housewives, deep dives into celebrity legal scandals, and unfiltered convos with your favorite stars. I've got you covered, and yes, I always keep receipts. So be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for all the latest tea. Now, let's dive in.
Welcome on in, welcome on in, welcome on in, everybody in the club. I hope everyone is having a great start to your Thursday. God, I was like, it's today Wednesday. What's today's day? Nobody knows. But I do have some special announcements that I want to make before we dive into all the tea. And that is that I've got some very special guests that'll be joining me at the Bourbon Room. Here's your first batch of guest announcements. You know, they only get better as we get closer. So get your tickets because I will be at the Bourbon Room February 14th for our No Filter Night of Love. Night of Love. And we have some very special guests. One of them being dun 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 dun, Kristen Takeman from the Real Housewives of New York. She is an alum. She was also the breakout star of Ultimate Girls Trip, which we loved her on, right? We love a good Kristen Takeman moment, living life. She looks great. I'm excited to have her on the show. We're going to talk all about love, sex, and dating. But not only that, we don't just have Kristen Takeman coming in the show. We've also got Hunter Matthews from Too Hot to Handle. What up? He's a cutie patootie. He was on Too Hot to Handle. It's going to be Too Hot to Handle at the Bourbon Room. So be sure to get your tickets for February 14th. We got special guest Kristen Takeman. We got special guest Hunter Matthews. And then I'm doing a Hunka Hunka Burnin' Love panel with my boys. We got Andy Lawani, Jeff Epstein, Evan Murray Reel, and Josh from Louisiana. They will also be in the show as well. We have other surprise special guests, other guests that I have confirmed but have not yet announced. So just stay tuned because more guests will be announced soon. You can get your tickets at nofilterlive.com or there's a link to purchase tickets in the description below. Come on out to the Bourbon Room in Hollywood. If you are not local, you can get live stream passes. Get them now before it is too late. Head on over nofilterlive.com. nofilterlive.com. Okay, so do we want to start with this Billie Lee stuff? And then we'll get into all the Nicki Minaj and Meg Thee Stallion stuff, which I was so excited, you guys. I was like, I am going to be super early for the show today. I didn't go to the gym because I have a whole bunch of promo shoots that I'm doing after this. We're shooting new cover art for No Filter. I'm taking new headshots. I'm doing new promos for No Filter. And then I have two special projects that we're also doing shoots for today. I can't wait to announce them soon. I hope you get better lighting, sound, and furniture to your studio. You know what, JB? Why do you come into the live chat every fucking day and talk shit? Like, what is the point of that? It's so rude. I hope you get better lighting, sound. Is my sound bad? Is the lighting bad? Like, what's wrong with my lighting and my sound? See, that's the thing. And then you just distract everybody else with your bullshit. And better furniture for your show. What is wrong with my furniture? Again, I've been very clear that this is a new studio. We're still getting it set up. I have the neon sign in the back that we're going to have installed. There's going to be more furniture put in. And you know what? You sit there behind your no face profile picture and no name. Jesus, guys. Jesus. Buy wig. Exactly. Buy wig. We love the blue couch. The blue couch we kept because it's the OG couch from when we started doing video on the podcast. It is the blue couch, the iconic blue couch. All right. Well, JB just loves to be shady in the live chat, but I appreciate that JB comes in every time talking about your live show. What about my live show? What's wrong with the live show? The furniture is great. The stage is great. I love the Bourbon Room. It's all great. If you don't like it, again, I already told you, if you like vanilla and mediocre, you know where to go for that. Because some people can't even get off of the internet. I keep selling out live shows. Okay, so get your tickets at nofilterlive.com. All right, shall we keep it pumping? Okay, so Ariana was on the Vanderpump Rules after show. We had the premiere of Vanderpump Rules, which I thought was a very good premiere of Vanderpump Rules. And some people were like, it was kind of boring. It didn't really give me anything. Oh my goodness. Okay. Danielle, still waiting on my merch. I know, Danielle, you come in the live chat every single day. I love you, my dear. I've told you, you have to pull up your order confirmation and then you have to I do not personally handle fulfillment of these orders. I have checked with my team. All orders that were delayed, I confirmed as of yesterday, have been sent out. They have been shipped. So if there was a delay with your order, I'm not sure what the delay is, but you will have to contact the email that is in your email confirmation. If you have that, you can screenshot it and send it to me, and maybe I can help you with that. But guys, if you just keep coming in the live chat and telling me you don't know where your merch is, I'm sorry. Like I have confirmed that all orders that have been placed through the website have been sent out. They were sent out by yesterday. So I love you guys. I appreciate your support. But if you have a comment that you want to leave, whether it's about the decor or the furniture or an issue with your order, please take it up with customer service, because right now I'm trying to just host my damn show, everybody. Happy Thursday. I got locked out of my apartment this morning. The dog cracked my fucking nail. They wanted to go outside and potty. It's been pouring rain, so I was outside in the rain twice this morning as my spray tan was just dripping off. I was melting like a witch in the cold LA weather. And then Sky told me he had to go potty. So we went out to go potty, and he didn't have to go potty. He just wanted to play in the rain. And then we came back to the apartment and found out that my keypad to my door was the battery died. So maintenance had to come and help us get back into our apartment because we were locked out of the apartment. So I apologize if customer service requests are just not on my patience tolerance for today. I love you guys. I do. I really do love and appreciate you. Cut me a little slack. It's been a Thursday. Okay. Just a little bit of slack. All right. Adam and Jason talked about Zack on their live Vanderpump Rules after show, so it's only fair that he can throw a little shade. I mean, listen, yeah, I did see that. I was a little annoyed. I'm glad somebody called that out, though, because they love to go off and talk about how they never say anything about me, and they never shade me, and they never make any sort of subtle digs at me. And then somebody sent me that clip from their Vanderpump Rules Up and Adam 2 channel where they were knocking my wine line. Listen, it's okay to knock my wine line when you've never built a business for yourself that's ever been successful. I kept that wine line going for a year and a half, and I've been in the process of reformulating and finding new partners to expand distribution. So, yeah, I think when you're actually, when you have a business, you know what it takes to run a fucking business, beyond looking cute on YouTube, then you can talk shit about my businesses. They kept bringing up wine in a can and referring to Zack, saying they live in a swamp. Which I never said that they lived in a swamp. I was referring to Dana Wilkie with all of my swamp comments, but then we have Josh from Louisiana who's like, swamps are great. That's not an insult. Don't insult people from swamps. So I stopped using the swamp reference, but it was never in relation to them. I just said they were snakes that hang out with swamp creatures. The swamp creature was Dana Wilkie. She was the creature from the swamp because she's murky and gross. So yeah, I was never, the swamp comment was never about them, but I love that they keep talking about my wine. They said, what? We don't drink wine out of cans. We're not animals. Well, you kind of acted like animals when you were getting fucked up on my wine, which you seem to get fucked up on pretty often when we were on tour. So glad you enjoyed it. Okay. Okay, let's get back to the show because today's show is a little unhinged, which is probably going to be the rest of my day. Ariana Madix is on the Vanderpump Rules after show. We had the premiere of Vanderpump Rules. It aired this week. I thought it was good. I would give it a solid 8 out of 10. I don't have high expectations for premiere like premieres for episodes unless there's like a big like drama, and then they're like 4 months later, and then they take you back to the beginning. So unless they have like teasers like that, which they did with Salt Lake City, where Heather is like, what? She did what? Oh my God. No, guys, don't come in here. Don't come in here. Monica's reality. Von Teese and Jen Shaw gave me a black eye. And then they're like, and then they rewound 4 months prior, dun dun dun, before Bermuda. So those are good. I like when they do that, but then they just lead you to look forward to something that's all the way at the end of the season, right? We don't want to wait until the end of the season. So I thought this was a good premiere episode of Vanderpump Rules. Josh and I did a deeper recap into it on YouTube that aired on Wednesday evening. So you can go and tune in for more of my thoughts on that. I'm not mad at Lala. I don't think Lala's a flip-flop, where I don't think she's a hypocrite. Listen, this is a reality show. It is entertainment. They do have storylines that they are trying to develop. And I think bringing Raquel back into the mix was not a bad thing. Someone was going to need to do it. They knew that it could help the story overall. That I think Lala reaching out to Raquel, I didn't think was a bad thing. She's since changed her tune. She's like, now I regret it because she did Bethany's podcast and blah, blah, blah. Good. Literally good. You know, I'm glad she now has changed her tune. We're allowed to change our tune on things, you know? Dun, 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 dun. What YouTube channel is the recap on? My recap of Vanderpump, I only have one YouTube channel. I don't have 2 YouTube channels to try and garner more people to drive more ad revenue. I'm not that cheap. Yeah. Should I start a second channel? Just plain Zach 2? Channel 2. Why do people have second YouTube channels? I don't understand that. Sorry, that's just like a random aside. Only because I would think of like all the other like bigger YouTube star like Tyler Oakley and Grace Helbig and Joey Graceffa. And didn't they used to like have like Grace Helbig channel too? I'm like, but for what? Like, why? Unless it's like something completely different, like its own podcast or whatever, which I mean, I believe that number 2 channel has had several iterations that have not been successful. I didn't know if it had been on Josh. Oh, no. The Vanderpump recaps are on my YouTube channel. Josh does Southern Charm recaps on Sunday on his YouTube channel, and he's doing Feud, which is the FX series with Caputo versus the Swans. He's doing that, and those I believe he's doing on Tuesdays. So for those recaps, you can go to Josh from Louisiana. That's his YouTube channel. It's like people with 2 Facebook profiles. Exactly, Susan. We don't need people with 2 Facebook profiles. But I'm curious what you guys thought of the Vanderpump Rules premiere. I thought it was good. I wasn't mad at Lala. Ariana's bedroom was a mess, though. I was like, I get it. The living situation is awkward, but like, clean your bedroom, girlfriend. We're on television, you know? Like, at least just straighten it up. Shove everything in the closet. Shove it under the bed. Like, at least for the cameras. Like, you know, just like even Sandoval kind of lumped everything under the blankets on his bed to kind of make it look semi-decent. But her bedroom was a hot mess. And I'm like, Ariana, girl, my goodness. Please don't have a second channel. If you are good, you only need one. Thank you, Sharon. I appreciate that. An additional channel is just more work for me. You're already unfocused. Oh, thank you. JB's just coming in with the compliments today. Listen, JB, I'm laughing with you. I can take a little shade. I can dish it and I can take it. Depression mess. Ariana's depression mess. They were calling me depression mess. I was like, I don't have depression. I just have high levels of stress and anxiety. And I just want to choke people. But it's probably because I just guzzle my money. Gobble me, swallow me, drip down the side of me. Quick jump out for you. Let it get inside of me. At least get a clothes rack. Yeah, I agree. Listen, I like me some Ariana, but when Lala finally came clean to Ariana and she's like, listen, I called Raquel and I told her, you know, that I'm here for her. And Ariana made a good point where she's like, well, do you remember when Lala was telling everybody not to hang out with Randall? And she was upset about, you know, anybody that had any association to Randall. And I was like, I do. That's a good point, Ariana. And then we finally get the big climax of Tom Sandoval returning to the house. And now we see that moving forward, we're going to see more awkward tension. Next week, I think Tom Sandoval wants to throw a birthday party for himself. And Aria's like, I'm going to call the cops, ho. And so we'll see how that all plays out. I'm not going to lie. I'm not loving how, like I get, like, my thing, and I said this on our YouTube last night, let the house go. Let the house go. Why do we need to keep the house? If he wants to buy you out and he can afford to buy you out, I would pack my shit and peace out. I'd be like, nah, I'm good. Give me my money. I'm out. Because she doesn't want to live there. Her thing is she just doesn't want him to live there either. And I'm just like, oh, it's kind of getting a little irritating for me because I'm just like, girlfriend, you know? So I I don't know. I want her to just leave the house and live a peaceful life and just move on. He can't afford to buy her out. But that, I mean, listen, then he should move out. Like, there's no need for them to stay stuck in this. But I believe now her attorneys are trying to force the sale of the house and trying to get them to just split evenly. I don't like the way Ariana spoke to the assistant. So rude. I didn't either. Samantha, I did not appreciate especially in the clip for next week's episode where the assistant you can tell is just in such an awkward position. Because Tom Sandoval wants to throw a party for his birthday, and then the assistant has to be the one to go and communicate that to Ariana. And she's just like, oh, he wants to have a party. And she's like, no, he can't have a party here. Tell him he can't have a party. And she's like, oh, okay, well, I'll let him know. And then Ariana's like, good, because he likes to have parties until 5, 6 a.m. in the morning. And if he wants to have a party, he can have it somewhere else, but he's not going to have it here. Okay. And she's like, well, by the way, his friend's coming over. And she's like, great, let his friend come over. I'll continue to exist in my own house the way I do every single day. And I was like, ooh. I thought he made her a cash offer. I believe so. That was my impression too. I believe um I believe he has the money to be, because even Katie made a comment to that. She's like, well, if he has the money, why doesn't he go somewhere else? And I get it. He wants to stay in the house. I would not want to stay in that house where Raquel's coochie juices are all over the place, you know? Like, I would be like, swipe left, let's move on. He said he offered 3.1 million. See, then I would take my 3.1 million and I would say, peace. There is nothing in this house that I'm interested in, nothing that I want. It would just be, it was a lowball offer. Is 3.1 million a lowball offer? That's pretty good. Wasn't the house only like 4 million? I'm not really sure. I don't really know. My phone's blowing up. But yeah, he said Tom is full of shit. Yeah, that's what did he say this on the Nick Viall podcast? I haven't listened to that yet. I've been meaning to, but everyone keeps talking about it and how terrible it was. I've only seen like brief clips of it, but I don't know. I think it's not for the current value of that. I thought we looked up the house. Maybe I want to say the house he did not offer 3.5 million. They paid 3.1 million and he offered 2.1 million. Okay. So they paid 3 mil. He offered to buy her out for 2 mil, which is probably more than she would get. Well, it depends on. Oh, he said in the after show. It depends on what the current value of the house would sell for now. Will it sell for more? Will he get more money? Would they get more money now because of Vanderpump, because of the scandal? Like, are people going to be interested? Is that going to make the house less desirable because people know about it and people are going to want to visit the house? I don't know. He will have first right of refusal if they put it on the market. He can match the highest. No judge will care that he cheated with Raquel. See, then like just do that. Oh, well, if he wants to buy the full house, well, he would have to buy her out because he would still be keeping his share of the house, right? No, that was half of 2.1 million for her. Okay, why is everybody spitting out different numbers? What did he? Can somebody fact check this? Can my fact checker with customer service over there? Can we fact? There's nobody here. I'm just bullshitting you guys. There's nobody here except for Sky and Sally, but they're in the living room sleeping. So she said that he gave her a lowball offer. I don't believe Tom. So she's claiming it was lowball, and he was saying no, it was a good offer, and she was like, "Thank you, next." So, well, I guess we'll see how it all plays out. But again, I just think she needs to let the mouse go and move on. But she did go on the after show, and she said that she thinks Billie Lee is living with them. She's like, I feel like Billie Lee is here so often that she's practically living with us. And then a source for Billie Lee came out and like, that's not true. Tom and Billie Lee are just really close friends, even though there have been the rumors about the hookups and them saying that, you know, all the drama with the two of them hooking up allegedly for all these years, and he's really close to Billie. Do you think that that's the survey of the day? Watch What Happens Live survey of the morning is, have Billie Lee and Tom Scandoval, have they banged? I feel like they had to have fooled around a little bit. If there have always been those rumors that they fooled around and now Billie's still around and Tom's single and Billie's single, and I think she would get it. Good for her. Let her live her life. He's single now. I don't think she's living there, but she's probably staying there quite a bit. Stacey says, of course they have. I mean, it's a down market due to interest rates. Very easy to find a price by putting it on the market. But as 50% owner, she can't stop him from matching it and buying her out. Well, then she should just do that. TMZ article from 3-1 quoting Nick Vile. Oh, what is Tom Sandoval went on to Nick Vile's podcast this week and told his side of the story, insisting that he made a cash offer of $3.1 million to keep it for himself. Okay, question though. If he was offering $3.1 million to buy the house, that would only mean she would get half of that, right? Because he would be buying her out with half. TMZ broke the story. Ariana sued Tom earlier this month in an effort to force a sale of their home, which they bought together for around $2 million. Right. I remember that. I know she's currently trying to force the sale of the house. So it looks like the house was being sold for $2 million or that's what they paid for when they bought it. But now it looks like he's willing to make a 3.1 million offer to buy the whole house entirely. I would assume half of that is already his investment in the house, like already his 50% ownership of the house. So she would essentially get what, 1.5 mil ish around there, maybe some change on the side. That's not a bad deal. 1.5 million that you get on your own to go and buy a new house, find a new apartment, or do whatever. Like, that's not bad. Show me the money. I mean, I agree, but like let him move forward and pay up. Money by Monday, Randall. Money by Monday. I'm here for it. I'm a bitch. I'm a boss. I'm a bitch. I'm a boss. Okay, everyone in the live chat seems to think that Tom Sandoval and Billie Lee have definitely sold. What I think you are correct. She would get half. Yeah, she would get half of that 3.1 because that would be what he's buying her out for. People, why? I don't think that that's a lowball offer at all. I think that's a pretty fair offer. They have to pay the loan off. She won't actually receive 1.5 million. They have a loan. I didn't realize they took out a loan. She'll only get half of the equity. Correct. Yes. Cosmo says house was purchased for 2.05 million. Yeah. Yeah, so about 2 mil. So if he's offering a million more than that, that's not bad. I think that that's good. My source is my beautiful mind, but I thought the house was now worth 6.2 million, so that 3.1 is just her equity. That's crazy. There is no way that house is worth $6 million. I know LA is expensive, but there is no way in hell. Listen, I'm sure you've got a beautiful mind, my love, but that is very inaccurate. I just hearing that number and that figure is not true. I'm sure they have a mortgage. I thought wasn't there a point where he was trying to take out a loan against the house to open up Schwartz and Sandy's? I don't know. Listen, you're barking up the wrong tree. You're asking the wrong person. But Billie Lee is not living in the house. We will see what the house ends up selling for ultimately. And I don't think she's going to get much out of it. If they do have a mortgage, I don't believe that they do. But if they do, why? I don't know. I guess it is wise to like take out a mortgage and pay it off over time versus paying everything up front. I don't know. I guess listen, I'm not a financial advisor. I feel like I need Josh from Million Dollar Listing to do a valuation on the house. I agree. That was the second mortgage and home equity line of credit. Oh, that's right. The low is low. But how was it that Tom and Katie were able to just get their shit together and move right on? It's Tom's Mojo Dojo Casa house. Ah, we love a good Mojo Dojo Casa house. Don't knock the Mojo Dojo Casa house. This is my Mojo Dojo Casa house. They have a mortgage. He said they both put in $250,000 as a down payment. Oh, okay. So that's where it gets messy. So then at this point, yeah, Ariana, fight him, get the house sold, get your equity, and peace. But at this point, I would just want to cut ties with it altogether. I'd be like, you want this fucking house? You can have this fucking house. You got Raquel's coochie juicies all over this damn house. I want nothing to do with it. Nothing. You are nothing. I want you to feel that in your soul. You are worth nothing. Nothing. Let him keep the Mojo Dojo Casa house and move right along and build your own Barbie dream house elsewhere, girl. You deserve it. You're making that Chicago money. You're making that Dance with the Stars money. You're making that, what was it, Bloomingdale's or TJ Maxx money. She was a Maxinista. She was doing all the things. She was making those white strips money. She was doing all the things. Good for her. Collect those checks and get him to pay up money by Monday, Randall. If he's willing to pay money by Monday. Tom and Katie were married, easier to deal with the situation. Well, there you go. Well, Tom Sandoval, good luck. Ariana, wishing you all the love. I do think that her jumping into this relationship with this other guy was very fast. I don't find Dan that cute, to be honest with you. I don't think he's hot at all. I don't find him attractive. He's got a great body and he's got great arms. But outside of that, I just don't find him, like, I find Sandoval hotter than her new boyfriend. So just gonna throw that out there. But I do get Sheena's concerns with thinking like maybe she jumped into this a little too fast. They are doing the long distance thing, but maybe now that she's in New York for Chicago, maybe now she'll actually get to spend Valentine's Day with him. You know, maybe he'll even buy her a nice gift because she deserves that. And if you're looking for that perfect gift for that special someone, then I think I've got just the thing for you. Are you figuring out what to wear for your upcoming date? Well, whatever you're looking for this Valentine's Day, Quince has you covered with luxury essentials at affordable prices that you will love. You know, I keep raving about my sexy motorcycle jacket, which I'm going to be wearing on Valentine's Day. Got it from Quince, very high quality. Love my cashmere sweaters from Quince. I got a cute pullover or a cute polo, cute little blue polo that I think I'm going to wear in today's photo shoot. I got some cute white sneakers. Like, Quince has all of the essentials, and they're timeless essentials that never go out of style. So you'll be able to keep them in your closet forever. Okay. Whether it's for you or for someone special, Quince has all the must-haves like 100% Mongolian cashmere crew neck sweaters from $50 to 100% leather jackets and even fine jewelry. So give yourself or others the gift of luxury this Valentine's Day with Quince. Go to quince.com/nofilter for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. That's Quince. QUINCE quince.com/nofilter to get free shipping and 365-day returns. That's quince.com/nofilter. Okay. Look at Trish Hobbs Phillips in the live chat says she loves Quince cashmere sweaters. I do too. So comfy. They look great. Loving it. Mm, 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 mm. And also, while we're talking about high quality, right? Because we don't like to spill low budget tea. We don't do low budget number two YouTube channels. We do high quality always. There's doing it, and then there's Vogue. So just imagine the softest sheets you have ever felt, right? Now imagine them getting softer with every wash. With ball and branch sheets, you can discover this new level of softness. If you're like hard on the outside, you need a little softness to just cuddle up in bed with. And in a recent customer survey, 96% of people said that ball and branch sheets get softer with every wash. Okay. They're sheets made from the rarest 100% organic cotton in a buttery and breathable weave that just gets softer and softer over time. You can feel the difference with their 30-night worry-free guarantee. Sleep better at night with the softest sheets from Ball and Branch. Get 15% off your first order when you use promo code NOFILTER at ballandbranch.com. That's ball with an O, BOLL, and branch.com. ballandbranch.com. Use promo code NOFILTER. Exclusions apply. See site for details. Okay, let's get into something that's like non-Bravo, non-reality TV, but still super juicy, baby. Juicy, 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 juicy. And that's the Megan Thee Stallion versus Nicki Minaj feud that is tearing up the internet. Everybody's talking about it. I was at Orange Theory yesterday, and Coach Joey, she was like, who's team Nicki? Who's team Megan? I was like, I don't know. I'm always team Nicki. And she's like, I know that's right. And so here we are talking about it. She's like, but I don't really know about the beef. And I was like, I don't really know about the beef either, but I'm gonna look it up and we're gonna talk about it. Okay. So Coach Joey, I hope you're listening to this. You're probably not, but you should be. because we're gonna break it down. So we have Megan Thee Stallion, right? Body yada 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 yada. And then she also did Savage. I'm a savage, classy, bougie, ratchet, sassy. Was happening. What's happening, bitch? I'm a savage with Beyonce. Say my name when no one is around you. Say, baby, I love you if you ain't gonna. So we have Megan, and then we have Nicki Minaj. Let's go to the beach, let's go get away. They say what they're gonna say. Have a drink, cling, find a Bud Light. That bitch is like me. It's hard to come by. The Patron on. Yes, I'm in the zone. Or remember the girls from Allen, that boom, ba-dum, boom, ba-dum, boom, baby, that super bass, that boom, ba-dum, boom, baby, super bass. So we have Nicki and we have Megan. Hopefully, my singing and my rapping have made you remember who they are if you forgot who they were. Those are the women that we are discussing. Both of them did Hot Girl Summer. Hot Girl Summer say, she got it lit. Hot Girl Summer. Yeah. So they both did that, which was Megan Thee Stallion song. And Nicki came on and she rapped and did her thing. It was a bop. It was a good time. We loved it, right? Now it appears that there's some beef that came from when Megan decided to do WAP by Cardi B. Y'all know I love me some WAP. Gobble me, swallow me, drip down the side of me, quick jump out for you, let it get inside of me, tell them where to put it, never tell them where I'm about to be. Talk your shit, bite your lip, ask for a car while you ride that dick. You really ain't never got to fuck him for a thing. He already made his mind up before he came to get your boots and your coat for this wet and gushy. Beat it up, catch a charge, extra large and extra hard. Put this pussy right in your face, swipe your nose like a credit card. Hop on top, I'm gonna ride. I do a Kegel while it's inside. Spit in my face, look in my eyes. Spit in my mouth, look in my eyes. Pussy is wet, come take a dive. Tie me up like I'm a surprise. Let's role play, I wear a disguise. I want you to park that Big Mac truck right in this little garage. Make it cream, make me scream. I don't cook, I don't clean, but let me tell you how I got this ring. Okay, so we have WAP, and apparently, we know Cardi B and Nicki don't get along because remember at Fashion Week when Anna Wintour had them together, they got into that fight and they were fighting in New York, and Anna Wintour was like, "Oh my goodness, this is what happens when you bring Kim Kardashian into fashion." And so we had Cardi and Nicki, they were fighting. Who knows? So I guess Nicki did not like that Megan was now doing WAP because we know Nicki likes to get into the beef often. She's always fighting with other people. She's always popping off on Twitter. And I'm just like, God, this sounds like me. But I don't seek out drama. Drama finds me. I love mess, but drama finds me. Everyone's impressed with my rapping skills. Actually, let me rephrase that. Not everyone is impressed with my rapping skills. They're impressed with my memory in order to remember all of those lyrics. So just had to reiterate and clarify that record. They weren't complimenting my rap skills. They were complimenting my ability to remember the lyrics, which is fine. But yes, I do love drama, so I can relate to Nicki on that level. But so a few months after WAP dropped, Nicki then unfollowed Megan Thee Stallion on the Instagram. And then Nicki went on to her radio show, which is Queen Radio, which I didn't realize was a real thing. But that means I'm not a real barb, but I am a big fan. Okay. So she threw some shade at Megan, claiming that Megan was encouraging her to drink while she was pregnant. And then she encouraged her to terminate the pregnancy. Megan then clapped back and she's like, "No, liar, liar, pants on fire. That's not true. I never said that. You're such a fucking liar, Camille." Right? I'm thinking maybe this was said in jest. Maybe Megan was like, "Come on, girl, one drink won't hurt you. Or if you want, I can drive you to Planned Parenthood." You kind of just shoot the shit with your girlfriend sometimes. Or, it is you don't mean it seriously. You're not like, yeah, get drunk so you can harm your baby in utero. I don't think that was what Megan was saying necessarily. I don't think she wanted to wish harm on Nicki's baby or encourage her to terminate it. I don't think it was that serious. I think, it was a dumb little fly comment that she made that was said in jest that wasn't meant to be deep, right? Well, fast forward to 2023. Last year, Nicki drops a new song called Red Ruby Da Sleaze, where she talks about how she doesn't fuck with horses. like Megan Thee Stallion, who we can presume is what it's about, right? She takes a few digs at her, or people are reading into the lyrics and thinking that it's about Megan. If she's not fucking with horses, and that means she's not fucking with Megan Thee Stallion because she's a stallion, which is a horse, right? She's not My Little Pony. She's Megan Thee Stallion. Fast forward to 2024, right? Megan releases a song of her own, and zero alcohol for pregnant women. So still, well, obviously we know that, Jay, but you're just coming in with the gems in the live chat today. Obviously, we know that you're not supposed to be drinking when you're pregnant, but you can still make a joke about it, like, "Oh, I wish I could have a drink." Like, I don't know. Another house thievery. No, there's no. Oh, you guys are probably referencing the Ariana stuff. But anyway, so then she's taking digs at Megan in Red Ruby to Sleaze, right? Megan comes out, she releases her song. It's called Diss, and she's dragging all sorts of people and she's throwing all sorts of disses at people. One of them seemingly directed at Nicki Minaj, where the lyric reads, Megan says, "These hoes don't be mad at Megan. These hoes mad at Megan's law. I don't really know what the problem is, but I guarantee y'all don't want to start. Bitch, you a pussy. Never gonna check me. Every chance you get, your weak ass won't address me." See, that's not me. Like, I will address you. I am that bitch. I'm not a pussy. I'm a stallion. Um, you want me to check you? I will check you. You want me to stand up? I will stand up. But so her referencing Megan's Law is what kind of got people worked up and made them think that this was directed at Nicki Minaj. Now, for people that are unfamiliar, what is Megan's Law? Megan's Law is the law that requires info on sex offenders to be made and accessible to the public. It's made public, accessible to people. That way you know where the registered sex offenders are. I've never actually looked that up. That's interesting. Has anybody looked up a sex offender in your neighborhood? I wouldn't even know where to go. Do you go to meganslaw.com? Like, how would I even find that? Interesting. Huh. Anyway, how is that a dig at Meg, or how is that a dig that Megan's making at Nicki? Well, if you're not familiar, what do you call it? What's her name? Nicki's husband and Nicki's brother are both registered sex offenders. So if we're making a reference to Megan's Law, and Megan's Law is where, you have to, the sex offender info has to be made accessible to the public. So that way people know where the sex offenders are. Well, that's taking a dig because Nicki's publicly defended both her brother and her husband. Her husband was convicted of attempted rape for an incident that occurred back in 1995. And her brother was sentenced to life in prison for an assault that happened back in 2015. So both of them are registered sex offenders. Nicki has come out to defend both of them. It's her husband, it's her brother. Naturally, she would want to defend them as her blood, as her, family. Now there are all these other allegations about Nicki and her husband trying to intimidate the women that accused her husband of rape. That's where it's gotten like messy, and there were like lawsuits filed for, I believe, like defamation and all this sort of stuff. And it just has gotten messy, and I have not loved Nicki's part in all of that. But so after Diss came out, where Megan references Megan's Law, then Nicki went off on Megan on Twitter. And then she decided she's going to drop her own diss track, and she called this one Bigfoot, which one I guess is to reference like how tall Megan Thee Stallion is, and to reference the fact that she got shot in the foot, her big foot, not her little foot, her big foot. So, I mean, obviously, if you're going to shoot someone in the foot, you're going to want to shoot them with the big foot. That way you don't miss. But so Nicki's lyrics read, "This little begging whore talking about Megan's Law. For a free beat, you can hit Megan raw. If you a ghostwriter, party in Megan's jaw." Oof. Shots thrown, but I still ain't let Megan score. Bad bitch. She's like 6 foot. I call her Bigfoot. The bitch fell off. I said, get up on your good foot. Listen, I do like these lyrics better than the Megan's Law line. Like, I just think these are so much, they're more savage. I do love a good savage read, right? This little begging whore talking about Megan's Law. For a free beat, you can hit Megan raw. I was like, oof. Because she says that Megan uses a ghostwriter. So she said, if you a ghostwriter, party in Megan's jaw. Oof. There's not a party in Megan's jaw. Oh, party in your mouth, everyone's coming. Listen, I just love a good read, right? A good housewives read. Imagine the Real Housewives of Rap. Shots thrown, but I still ain't let Megan score. Bad bitch, she like 6 foot. I call her Bigfoot. The bitch fell off, and I said, "Get up on your good foot," because she only has one good foot because she got shot in the other foot. I wonder what her foot looks like. Like, I'm assuming it healed, but like, I hope nothing happened to the toes. I don't know. I don't want Megan to have ugly feet. It does. It's terrible that somebody that what was it? Her ex that shot her in the foot. Oof. I think Nikki took it too far with the dead mom thing. Oh, okay, so Kat, she also does reference Megan's dead mom, which I don't love. Because outside of talking about Megan's big feet, she talks about how Megan always swears on her dead mother, and she's like, "Why are you swearing on your dead mother?" And so she does reference that a couple of times, and I'm like, let's just not talk about the dead mother. Like, let's just not go there. Like, there are just some things we don't do in life. We don't unfollow Summer Moon, and we don't talk about people's dead mothers. Okay, I just don't think that that's cool. So I do think Nikki has taken it a bit too far, but they're obviously laughing their way to the bank because both of them are top of the Apple charts. I believe they were like number one and number two, and so you know, wait, someone messed with her mom's grave? Oh, that was the other thing. Okay, this is also the hard part too when you have like these crazy unhinged fans. Oh God, I don't want the Barbs to come after me because they can be mean. I'm sorry. I love Nicki Minaj's music. It's really good. Please don't be mean to me. But I did hear a rumor from a little birdie on the internet that said that some of the Barbs, some of the more extreme Barbs, which are what Nicki Minaj's fans call themselves, the Barbs, um, the Barbs were trying to look up where Megan's mother was buried so that they could I don't know what they were trying to do with that, but they were looking it up, and I was like, "Oh, this is not good." Danielle, shout out to Danielle for gifting 10 Zack Pack memberships. You guys are so sweet. I love when you gift other people memberships, and then they can listen to all the unhinged tea that I have to give. If you think I'm unhinged on the main podcast, just wait until you get the members only content because it's way more ruthless and toothless. Trish said, "Oh my god, I just spit out my drink, not the toes." Well, I mean, come on, if somebody gets shot in the foot, then you want to make sure the toes are good, right? My toes are orange right now. I decided to go somewhere new for a spray tan yesterday. Wait, and let's not even talk about my hands. Look at that. Nicki's song was trash. Was it though? I actually liked it. I thought the lyrics were good. The song wasn't great. I will say that the lyrics were good, but the song itself was, or that one lyric is the one that I liked the most. That one was good, but outside of that, the song was. I listened to both of them. I listened to Dis. Dis was fine. I listened to Ruby Red, or Red Ruby. That one was fine. It was good. Well, what I don't love about Nicki's new album, Pink Friday, and I love me some Nicki. What I don't love, but I guess I kind of like some of them are actually kind of good. A lot of the songs just have other songs that are in them. Like Pink Friday Girls is Girls Just Want to Have Fun. And it's Nicki, she'll drop a verse over Girls Just Want to Have Fun. And then there are just a lot of those songs. And so the Ruby Red one was where they pull like beats and lyrics from other songs. I'm just like, we're just reinventing a song, or we're just trying to, you know, dip on up after a song that's already been put out there and is already successful. Don't want to mess up her wiki feet rating. Can somebody look up Megan Thee Stallion's wiki feet? Actually, I'm just going to do that. We're going to make sure she has all her toes. Megan Thee Stallion wiki feet. I just want to make sure her toes are all intact, Because, like, that's not cool for your ex to shoot you in the foot. Let's see. Her feet look fine. Her feet are doing just fine. Yeah. I would have never even guessed she would have gotten shot in the big foot. Both of her feet look fine. I mean, she does have some bunions, but listen, I would have never guessed that her ex shot her in the foot unless Nicki, blasted us like that. Well, Hardcore says your spray tan is whacked. Don't go back to that place. Wow, Hardcore. Who's Hardcore? Also, my spray tan is not my spray tan looks fine. It's just I happen to have gotten it all over my eyes. And yeah, normally I don't. I'm very mindful about my hands and feet, but this time I was like, "Ah, it'll be fine." And I was a little loosey goosey with it. And so that's how I got it all over my hands. But I don't think the spray tan is bad. Jesus, Marianne Stout. Zach, you look fire. Thank you. Look at that. It also just like makes the muscles pop. Gotta look good for the shoot today. Double up. Double up. She has bunions. You should send that to Nicki. That could be a new verse in Nicki's song. Big foot and you got bunions. Zach, you're too hard on yourself. Thank you, Eve. I don't think I'm nearly as hard as the people that are in the live chat. That sounded dirty. But for real though. Danielle says, Zach, it was the least I can do to thank you and everyone else in here for being such awesome people, have changed my life. I love that we have this community. I love that you guys connect. That's what I love about the live shows is so many people, come to the live shows that either drive in from somewhere else or they're afraid to come on their own. And, I think that it's a great community that we have. And I love getting to hang out with all you guys. He's not the people commenting. Exactly. I'm not being hard on me. Everybody in the live chat today, everyone's like, oh, yeah, Zach, you had a rough morning. You got locked out of your apartment. The dog cracked your fucking nail. Your spray tan's all over your hands. It's pouring rain and your dogs are driving you crazy. Oh, okay. Let's just kick you while you're down. Okay, Nicki Minaj. Shit, give me a break. Any toenail fungus? I don't know. Guys, I'm not examining her feet that bad. They're big. Go on WikiFeed and look at Meg Thee Stallion. I mean, Nicki Minaj has definitely got people talking about her feet. They started with the Richard Simmons comments yesterday and haven't let up. Thank you, Michelle, for reminding me that somebody said that my shirt yesterday reminded them of Richard Simmons. And I was like, that was rude. Tan looks uneven. You don't need a spray tan. Okay. Are you guys just trying? Oh man, where does my tan look uneven? Oh man. Okay, where literally is it the shadowing? Where does it look uneven? Please tell me. So I can do a little self tanner and get it all done. Where does it look uneven? That's so rude. Oh God. I'm like, guys, don't be mean to me. And then she's like, not Ekin Sue, Lord. Oh, not Ekin Sue. Ekin Sue over here in the live chat needs to get her shit together. You guys crack me up. I'm not gonna lie. I think Marianne Stout just wants to see you shirtless. Oh, you want titties out? Look at that. Litty city. Titties out. Titties out. Mm, 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 mm. All right. Well, lower arm looks darker. My lower arm looks darker. You mean like a natural farmer's tan? Okay. Thank you, Mary. I appreciate that. When you open up a spray tan business, no chest hair today. Yeah, I still have chest. Hello, my chest hair didn't disappear. Look at chest hair. Oh my God. No, I don't like my nipples. Okay. Lower arm is always going to be darker. Well, Michelle, not according to Marianne Stow, who probably needs a spray tan herself. Zach is a bear. I love that. No, I'm not a bear. Bears are big, Trish. I would be considered an otter. Not a bear. Jesus, not Ekin Sue, Lord, not Ekin Sue. Which, by the way, there's a new episode of Traders tonight. I'm so excited. I cannot fucking wait. I'm just trying to help you look great for your photos. No, you're not. You're trying to make me insecure before going into a photo shoot. Is otter a thing? Yeah, otters are a thing. Look it up. That's what somebody told me recently. Actually, yeah. Yeah. I was going to say something, but I learned to bite my tongue sometimes. How many F's do I give? I said, how many F's do I give? 0, 0, none, not one. 0, 0, done. Joe says, I think Zach is between an otter and a twink. Okay. What is Joe, can you please outline the differences between an otter versus a twink? We should actually Google this. Otter versus twink. What are all the different terms? A guide to men's body types. Here we go. Oh, but this is by, what is the Orion? Okay, let's see. Okay. We're going to read you this article. That way people know. Okay. Some people will read you page 6 articles. I give you real tea, but I will enlighten you by reading you an article today. Lesbian and gay men, this is from the Orient. Lesbian and gay men have become normalized in pop culture to a point in terms we use to describe one another that have become more commonplace. I was even asked by my coworker to define another staff member by these images. In an effort to explain some differences, here's how body image types break down for gay men. So let's start with twinks, and then you guys can vote to see which of these I am. Generally speaking, these are younger gay men who have a slim or a thin to slimmy athletic build. Oh, so you can have an athletic build. A slimly athletic build. Also, you don't have a lot of body hair and the chest hair is usually smooth. So twinks are thin, they may have a slimly athletic build and they're smooth, okay? Young, thin, smooth. I don't know if I'd fit either of those. I'm not young. I'm now 30. I'm not 21 anymore. I think of twinks as like 22 to 24 at the oldest, right? Before you age out of being a twink. I don't think I'm all that thin. Well, I guess I'm slimmer. I have a smaller, slim build, but I'm getting more of an athletic build. And I have a lot of body hair. Some guys will shave their chest hair and armpits, not me, to conform to this body image. I think that the term came from Twinkies, young, dumb, and full of, oh. Brandon Glanville called me a Twinkie one time when she got mad at me and she called me a Twinkie on her podcast. Up next are the otters. They tend to be hairier overall. I'm hairy overall. And still with that thin to slimly athletic build. I've seen guys of various ages take the image label of an otter, though it tends to be men under 40. I'm under 40. Okay. I've got body hair and I'm slim. Okay. I have a slimly athletic build. Closely related to the otters are the foxes. Basically, a fox is an otter over 50. I've never even heard of a fox. I've heard of like a silver fox. One buddy of mine describes foxes as the cougars of the gay men community. Interesting. I've never come across a fox. What does the fox say? Ring, ding, 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 ding. Okay, then we have the bears. Like otters, men of various ages identify as a bear. They are large-bodied or muscular-bodied men that have body hair. Think about a large-bodied construction worker that may have a Callaghan's job sites or a furry bodybuilder. Got it. Finally, we have cubs. These are the bears that don't have body hair. Oh, so they're just big boys. Sometimes they may reference a gay man. Oh, but that's all we say about cubs. A cub is just a bear that doesn't have body hair. So he's just a big boy. Okay. Sometimes there may be a reference to a gay man as a daddy. While this is generally used to describe an elder partner in a cross-generational relationship, there is a component of dominance when it is used as a self-identifier. On top of all that, there are those who identify as a chasing type, a bear chaser or a twink chaser. People should be careful applying these terms to gay men that they know. Some of us are extremely sensitive to that type in which we identify with. At the end of the day, they are often terms used to filter through Grindr, the gay Tinder, or other such dating apps. And I mean dating websites and apps. These terms don't reflect the many variations of men's bodies. Got it. Yeah. Okay. We don't need to get too woke with that. So there you go. There, it sounds like you're an otter. Yeah, I think I'm an otter. An otterbox. This is my favorite chat of all time. Why? What's going on in the live chat? Lighting and your voice is on point. Ignore the little bitch in his comments. Oof, Stephanie Clark in the live chat. We're getting Nicki Minaj on the live chat. Wow, entertained and educated in the same chat. Wow, Mary, I'm glad that you're enjoying yourself. You were tearing me apart a few minutes ago. Fox, like a silver fox. That's an old term. Yes, I know that. But like a silver fox, I just thought somebody that was like foxy and was older because he had white hair. The more you know. We're all learning. My husband says you're looking more defined and muscular lately. Oh, well, thank you to your husband. I didn't realize he paid that much attention to you, Zach. Well, tell your husband I said thank you. I'm looking more defined and muscular lately. Well, I would hope so. I've been hitting the gym. Look at that tricep muscle. I've been hitting the gym a lot lately, every day. I'm feeling myself. You know, like when you get into that zone where you're like, I'm feeling myself, feeling myself. And then the live chat's like, we're not feeling you. We're going to rip you apart for your set and your face and your muscles and your uneven spray tan. I think you have a youthful appearance. That's why I think you're in between. People say that the dark hair makes me look a lot younger. I don't know. Zach is an otter for sure. I think they're all derogatory terms. I don't like labels. JB, you have been the most critical in the live chat day after day, and all of the sudden we don't like labels. Now we have a moral compass that we want to stick to when it comes to criticism. You're just a spicy elder youth. Okay, thank you. What is Ekin Sue? Ekin Sue, oh my god. So Trish, Ekin Sue is from the Traders. She was one of the contestants on the Traders that got killed off. Spoiler alert. So there's a meme and a clip that keeps going around of Phaedra Parks from Traders, where she's like, where they tell her that Ekin Sue's been killed, and she's like, "Oh Lord, not Ekin Sue! Oh no! Oh Lord, not Ekin Sue! Not Ekin Sue! That's gonna put a target on my back! Not Ekin Sue!" So we say not Ekin Sue, which is a more southern and polite way of saying, "Oh hell no!" It's not Ekin Sue. You were definitely more buffed than when I met you in Nashville. Oh, Mary, we met in Nashville? How was my tan then? Was it good then, Marianne Stout? I love me some Phaedra. We all love me some Phaedra. We all love us some Phaedra. Not Sue, Lord, not Sue. I think Dan is getting voted out tonight, and I love him. Oh, I know. Dan has been surviving in this game for a minute. Okay. It is now 10 a.m. I have to take the boys, drop them off at my mom's, and then head to Hollywood because I'm shooting all day today. Dun, 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 dun. All right, guys. Well, I love you. I appreciate you. You were fine. Wow. You were fine. Thank you, Marianne. That's just how I want to be described when people meet me in person. You looked fine. All right. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. Best of luck. Thank you, Mary and JB today. Oh, man. Oh, man. Thank you guys for the ego boost today. I love you. I appreciate you. Get your tickets to No Filter Night of Love at the Bourbon Room, February 14th. That is Valentine's Day. Oh, Marianne said, no, you were fine in all caps. She said, fine. Okay. Fine for sure. No members only tonight. We're going to do members only tomorrow because, like I said, I'm going to be shooting all day today. So this Friday, we'll be doing members only instead of Thursday. We'll probably do it maybe Friday morning. I love you guys. I appreciate you. Have a great weekend. If you don't hear from me until Monday, you can always follow the Instagram account at No Filter with Zach for all the latest tea and the scoop. You can follow me personally at Just Plain Zach if you want a little behind the scenes tea from today's shoot. Some behind the scenes action. Get ready. All right, guys. I love you. I appreciate you. And I will talk to you guys later. Members only on Friday. If not, then I'll talk to you next week. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. We'll hopefully not see Dan go home tonight. Well, actually, I want them to vote out a traitor. So yeah, I'm rooting for them to vote out Dan. Not Ekin Sue, Lord. Not Ekin Sue. All right. Bye, guys. Love you. Mean it. Ciao for now.